seeing this. One of these days I'll remember how to do this show. These ladies, right? It's just been too long since they've danced behind me. I've been all, you know, about the Boundless Living Challenge. Which, look, I gotta say a little something about it today, but don't worry, I can't remember how to do all this. Here's what, right. Here's what, just now, hey Tommy and Steve, all you people saying hello in the chat, see, it's coming up over here just like the old days, like meeting a week ago or whatever the last time I did this. Now I see people commenting over on Facebook, right, on the video I just did. And now, hopefully, if they're watching that, then they're getting the clear instructions to click the link and come over here. And of course, you know what to do when you do. If you haven't done it already, you subscribe, which is what Denise did. And what broke my heart about that is, well, oh, wait, I think I can recreate that moment. I think. How do I do that? Hold on. It's trying. Here we go. Let's see if I can recreate that moment. Yes, see, I did it, ladies and gentlemen. Denise subscribed. I would have thought she would have done this a long time ago, but oh, look at that. Bliss and Destin also became more awesome by subscribing and became a star in the show. Now, see, this is what I like. Now, I wonder which one of you is Bliss and Destin. Would it be Sharon, maybe, who came in here? Sharon's fairly new to the program. We're just getting connected, Sharon and I. So thank you, Sharon, for coming on over here and popping into the Bob Doyle Show. And if that was you subscribing, great. If it wasn't, well, what are you waiting for? Button's right there. But anyway, so it's nice to have, and Jennifer too. Oh, this is sweetness. See, I got to do these in the evening. Bring in a whole new thing. Now, Jennifer, if you haven't subscribed yet, you know what to do, right? You click the button, you hit subscribe, and then you know, click the bell so that you'll be reminded. Now, for those of you who watch this normally, you know I normally have all sorts of stuff here, and then along the top it says if you want to tip, and I realized as I was watching it back all the time, it just clutters it. It's just cluttered. All right, Sharon says, you got it, Bob. Now, is that a thank you, or is that a you're welcome? I don't know what it means. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to this thing we call the Bob Doyle Show. From time to time we do it. It's been a while. We used to do it every single freaking day. And then what happened? I'll tell you what happened. The Boundless Living Challenge happened, which we launched last week. If you only watched this show and you heard me talking about it a little bit, well, it happened. And we'd love to have you be a part of it. So you can actually just go to boundlesslivingchallenge.com and do it. Evenings work better for Tommy sometimes. So let's just change everything for Tommy. Let's just uproot everything we ever do. I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about all of you too. Everyone change everything for Tommy. Everyone change everything for Tommy. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's right. And we've got more Mystic grapes here. That's right. Sparkly grapes. Where can you get grapes like these? Well, first you have to be abducted by aliens in your sleep, which I'm clear now is what's happened. Because here's what's going on in my life, which is just weird. I've been having nightmares. Now, you know, I used to dream all the time. And then for like the past year or so, I just haven't been dreaming. But this past week, not only have I been dreaming, but I've been having freaking nightmares. You know, like where I do something really stupid. And so in my dreams this week, I've lost 2 automobiles. I've destroyed a house by fire. I think I did it intentionally, but a monster helped. That's right, a full-on Japanese movie-style monster also came down and destroyed the house. I don't know what's going on in my head, but but that feeling when you wake up and you just go, oh, that didn't happen. That's pretty good. All right. So Tommy says he's had some strange dreams this week. However, he ignores them. Stress dreams, yes, Sharon, I guess, but I don't feel. The only thing that I've done is launch the challenge. So I think maybe there's something about that. Maybe there's just something like, because it's such a quote unquote big deal, and I put so much into it, and and I wanted to succeed and all that. So maybe that's coming in. I don't know. But the thing is, it's going really well. The people who joined, now we have our first session of the Boundless Living Challenge this Saturday. Our first official session, but as I said over and over again, it really starts the minute you sign up and get in the group, and we're already got that feel-good feeling. There's virtual hugs all over the place. It's really awesome. And I gotta say, it happened faster than I thought. It happened like immediately. I should have known. So Sarah says she's having dreams too, and well, I listen to a lot of. So Sharon, I haven't listened to Steven's stuff on Insight Timer, but there's an audio track on Insight Timer that is my go-to. If we were connected on Insight Timer, which Sharon, obviously you are part of, let's be friends. Look me up, connect, we'll be friends. And then when you know how you can go spy on your friends' activities on Insight? For those of you who don't know, Insight Timer is a meditation app, for your phone. And it has all sorts of meditations. And you will see that all I do is listen to this one thing. It's a crystal bowl thing, and 98% of the time it'll put me to sleep. So it's not, I wake up a lot because it stays in the 100-degree range, 100+ degrees here in Las Vegas where I live. And so I drink water all the time. And if you drink water all the time, guess what happens? That's right. Nature calls all the time. And it doesn't sleep at night. Nature doesn't sleep. That's what Grandma always used to say. Hashtag nature. It was like, Steven's meditations worked for you for about a year. Well, I'm on board, and all of you who are part of that app. I know Steve is part of that app, and aren't you, Steve? Are you on that app? Now I'm wondering, but I know Sarah is. So I look so great, healthy, and rested. Thanks, Jennifer. Hold on, let me just bask in that for a second. So nice of you to say. So here's another thing about living in the desert. For those of you who are not in the know, it's dry here. That's part of the desert thing. Yeah, let's be besties on Insight Timer. Sharon, see? I don't have to tell you. It's right here. That's the great thing about using this technology. I don't have to push buttons to bring the comments up anymore. It just happens. It just happens. Oh, man. All right, so it's dry here. And one of my least favorite things on the planet ever was like when I lived in Atlanta. It's mostly humid in Atlanta, and so this isn't necessarily a problem except in the winter. And in the winter, the air tends to dry out a little bit more. So boys and girls, who can guess what happens when the air is dry? Anyone? Anyone? I'm just waiting. But the thing is, I have to wait too long. So I have to fill it. So that's what happens when the air is dry. Let's hear your answers, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I had some music. This is the waiting for your answer music. I need to change this, by the way. What happens when the air is dry? That's the question of the day. Let me put it this way. What's a really annoying thing that happens when the air is dry? We're waiting for your calls. Nosebleeds? Okay, yuck, no. But yes, you're right, but I haven't, that's not the issue, but thanks for bringing gore into the show. What else? What else happens when the air is dry? I'm gonna give this 10 more seconds, and then I'm gonna move along. 786544321. All right, well, we're out of time. Now, Sharon just said, yes, dehydrated, yes, okay. But, all right, so no, see, Bliss and Destin is someone else. Well, welcome, Bliss and Destin. It's really nice to have you here, and thank you for subscribing, like, I'm guessing sight unseen. because I haven't seen you in here before. You just jumped in and said, you know what, I'm subscribing. I have faith that this will be time well spent. And I hope I haven't screwed that up for you already. Here's what happens. You get shocked on every freaking piece of metal you touch. That's what happens. And that's the most annoying thing on the planet. Anybody see the movie Office Space? Of course you did. Of course you did. Of course you did. If you're anywhere near my age. And about the time that movie came out, that was part of my daily hassle. When I used to work for the man, my last job actually, I'd go to work and there's a metal handle for the door, and just every day it's that dance of just, you know, so I'd have to start hitting it. You have to hit, that's the only way I know. You just have to hit it so that the larger feeling of the hit on the metal overrides the shock, right? Am I right? Everybody know what I'm talking about, right? So it's really annoying to walk around and get shocked all the time, and so when I saw that on Office Space, I just laughed and laughed because it's true. It's funny because it's true. But here's where it's not funny. Every time I go to the grocery store. So the grocery store is kept at a very cool temperature normally. We all know this. There's food and stuff in there. So on top of the dry air, it's cool. So now that air in the grocery store is ultra dry. It's ultra dry. And so any little, I mean, just like, and these are supercharged. These aren't just the, you know, look, the little shocks, beep, whatever. Although in school, when people would do that, when you were in, were you in school? Were you in school? Are any of you educated at all? And you know, kids would purposely drag their feet along and go beep, ha ha ha, and shock you. Oh my God, I hated that so much. Because it's one of those things that just immediately sends me into a rage. It just sends me into a rage. Not just when other people do it, but just when it happens. And here, it doesn't feel just like a little shock. It feels like you put your finger in a freaking light socket. Thank you for the lightning bolt. An illustration, if you a visual aid from Sharon. For those of you who didn't know what lightning was, or what shock was, or what electricity was. See, it's an educational program, and it takes a village. So anyway, now whenever I go to the, I always forget, but see, I'm never going to forget again because it's all I've been thinking about since the last time I went to the grocery store. Because it like just taking things off the shelf. If your pinky accidentally touches just the metal shelf when you're reaching for just a cardboard box of whatever, you can hear it. And I was really close to yelling expletives in the grocery store, because it's two things. It hurts like a mother, and it makes me really angry because there's no escape. Because the only thing you can do, and if any of you have a cure for this, oh, tell me. Wear rubber gloves? Yeah. That would be pretty weird in the grocery store, don't you think? But I'd like a solution like that. Like if there was something I could put on my feet, you know, special socks. I don't know, whatever it is. But it's like it happens in the grocery store, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm going to be super careful from now because I'm 4 items into my list. And then I even when I'm conscious about it, sometimes it happens. And when I'm trying to make it not happen and it happens, then the rage it's 5 times worse. And it's like literally I'm in the grocery store and there's people around me and I'm reaching for something and I'm like, ah, like that, like literally like that, looking like a crazy person. I'm also wondering, why isn't this happening to everybody else? Because you're attracting it, Bob. You got all this energetic attention to it, and it like amplifies it, so when it happens, it's twice as... Look, don't law of attraction me right now. If you want to law of attraction me, you can join the Balanced Living Challenge, and you can law of attraction me all you want. That's the deal we'll make, okay? Okay. Friend Kirk sprays the house down with static guard. It works, but it's stinky. Well, I can't have a stinky house. But I can't spray down the grocery store, although that would be funny. Just walk in and just start spraying everything. Sorry, guys, but I'm not going to get shocked here today. So what do I have to do? I have to hit everything in the grocery store. Like I was literally getting the skim milk for my cappuccino. And I'm literally standing in front of the the glass case, and I'm psyching myself up to get the milk. And there's people around me, and I'm sitting there like literally just going to get milk. And so then I have to do this whole bit, it's like, hitting it. I look like an insane person. But if I just casually grabbed it, it would hurt so bad. It's okay. If I say literally again, I'm going to get as annoyed as if I get shocked. Hold on. Let me eat a Mystic Grape. Nope. The thought still pisses me off. I mean, I can feel it like right now. That last one that happened at the grocery store, and it actually happened on it because I did at that particular thing when I did hit the thing and I didn't get shocked. But the one right before that, when I was picking some kind of cardboard box off a shelf and it hit my pinky or whatever, and you could hear it. And then of course you could hear me screaming. Not, blood curdling, but that like that with people there. Anyway, I don't know why I told you that. Come to think of it, I don't know why I tell you much of anything I tell you. I guess just it's because it's just in me to tell you. Now, before I share with you what I am going to share with you, I want to see if there's something else I'm supposed to share with you. And the way I'll know that is by looking at this. Yeah. I had a thought the other day that, I'm going to tell on myself a little bit here, which I do constantly anyway. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. It's always funny when someone makes a comment like that has a word that, you probably wouldn't say in a kindergarten class, because YouTube pops up and says, this message is held for review. So I get to look at it and go, let's see, what did someone say? And so I'm going to go ahead and show it because we are adults here. There it is. There's the word right there. I won't say it. But anyway, all right. So when you were a kid, did you ever steal anything stupid, thinking it would be cool to have? Now, I'm not talking about grand larceny here, so let's just be real. And I'm really talking about stupid stuff. And I'm not talking about necessarily, the candy bar, A kids steal a candy bar, and then of course they get caught, and then they have to go take it back to the store owner, and they have to apologize, and they're like, whatever, or whatever. Mine was a Choco Light. Do you remember Choco Light? It was this chocolate candy bar that was like, does anyone remember Choco Light? I know I didn't imagine it. But anyway, I had this coat, and it had a hole in it. It had a hole, like an inner pocket with a hole. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. When you're older, I don't know why this is, and I'm not the only one who's done this. I've learned this. But somehow, boys, I suppose, probably more than anything else, there's nothing worse than the flavor of guilt in a lollipop. Something about construction-related items, cones, or those horses, those wooden horses, right? So one day I'm driving around, obviously, I don't know, and I thought, I'm gonna steal a construction horse. Now, this is the most poorly thought out plan ever. I still live at home with my mom. What am I gonna do with this thing, right? I don't want her to know I got it. I don't know what I thought I was going to do with it. Like, oh, it'll be so cool to have this construction horse thing. I did eat the Chocolate. And I never had another one since then. It put me off of them. The guilt, I guess. Anywho, so I had this construction horse, with the lights on there and the phone number and the whole thing, and I'm thinking, ha, victory! And then it's like, now what am I going to do with this thing? So that thing stayed, from the time I stole it, in my closet, in my bedroom, back behind everything, which, by the way, my closet was like literally filled with crap. I had the messiest room. And stuff just under the bed, piled. The closet was literally, you couldn't, you had to like open it carefully, otherwise everything would fall out. But back behind everything, hidden from view, was this freaking construction horse. What was I thinking? I couldn't do anything with it. It was just every day, if I knew it was in there, it was like, oh, that thing, what am I going to do? Like now it's like, how do I get rid of it? Anybody else? Yes, Jennifer, a teenage years with signs with your name on it. That's a very popular one. I've got a friend who's same thing. I think they had a friend with a street name. You know what I'm saying? A road with their name on it, and they steal that. But what are you going to do with it if you live at home? I mean, maybe your parents are cool with it. I don't know. I don't think my mom was. I think eventually she did find out about it, and I think she was just more like, now what are you going to do? Why? It was more just incredulous. And I think all I ever did was I just drove it out somewhere and just left it by the side of the road like an unwanted dog. Run, be free! I would have taken it to the construction farm, where it could run around with all the other construction horses. Do you see what I did there? Farm, horses, animal. You see, it's construction. I'm sorry, you're a little too late with that laugh. Yeah, the yellow blinky lights, and that it had those yellow blinky lights on it. But why? Because you just thought it was cool. I couldn't show. I mean, I would tell people I had it. Whatever. I only thought of it because I was listening to a podcast the other day where somebody mentioned doing that very same thing. I was like, yeah, I did that too. So I'm going to spend 6 minutes talking about it on the Bob Doyle Show. There's absolutely no value in that story. It's not going to change anyone's life unless you're a teenager. Boys and girls, don't steal construction horses. You'll regret it. It seems like a good idea at the time, or a cone or anything. Because you're not going to do anything with it. You're going to hide it, and you're going to wish you hadn't done it because it's a pain in the butt to just have. Okay? I know, you kids today, you don't listen to anything. Neither did I. Oh, you parents, you don't know how cool it's going to be to have this thing in my closet for freaking ever. All right, who has an iPad? Who has an iPad? What I'm going to share with you is it's for everybody. But if you have an iPad, you get to take advantage of this. Okay? Now, some of you may know that, I play the ukulele, but some of you also may know that before I ever played the ukulele, what I really loved was electronic music. I thought I was going to do soundtracks for movies and things like that. So I love ambient music, and the weirder the better. Spacey, da-da-da-da-da-da, that kind of stuff. Great for meditating. See, we bring it all around. We bring it around. And in fact, I have music on Insight Timer as well. Sharon, just in case. I've got 2 things up there. I've got a freaking whole library of stuff to send up there, and I haven't done it. And I don't know why. Because it's kind of, the submission process is a little cumbersome for me, that's all. But I've got so much stuff to send up there, and I haven't done it. Anyway, off track. But so I love those types of sounds. And I've done actual broadcasts on the Bob Doyle Show where I share various apps that make those sounds. In fact, GarageBand has some great stuff in it, and everybody's got, not everybody's, but, everybody's got an iOS device, has GarageBand, and there's great things. You can make your own meditation tracks. Well, the other day, I learned about this app called AudioKit Synth One. Okay? AudioKit Synth One. It is free, which is what's so great about it. It's free, and it is awesome. Is this still on? I hope I didn't. Yeah, okay, good. And so I'm going to show it to you just a little bit, just to get an idea. Now, here's 2 things about me showing you this, okay? I'm sharing my, hold on a second, I have to click over here. As you can see, I'm sharing my iPad screen right now. Let me go back did this. I'm sharing my iPad screen right now, and so this is what it looks like. And I'm air playing my screen over, which means there's an audio delay. So when I push a button, there's a delay before you hear anything. Okay, so but it's really okay for this, because this is more, these are more pads, and I'm not like playing intricate rhythms, and it doesn't have to be that way. The whole purpose of this is to show you the kind of pads you can create. Now the other thing is, for whatever reason, I'm getting some kind of crazy ass distortion when the volumes get a little loud. So please forgive this. I don't know why it's happening, and it doesn't happen with everyone. I've checked every freaking thing along the line of audio to try to figure out where it's getting overmodulated, and I can't figure it out. So, but hopefully it won't matter to you, and you won't hold it too much against me. So this, and all I'm going to do is just play a few of these things, show you some of these things, and I just urge you to go find this thing, AudioKit Synth One, okay, for the iPad. It's not for the iPhone. It's only for the iPad. And I'm not even going to show you all the different things it can do. I'm just going to play some of these things because of the wonderful sounds it does. Now, it does these pads, it does these cool arpeggiating things and all that. So I'm just going to kind of randomly, and I'm sure that, you know, I'm going to play some real duds for you that don't sound good at all, because I don't have anything remembered. I should have gone through and favorited them, and you know, there's all kinds of stuff I should have done to make this a little bit more organized. But those of you who watch the Bob Doyle Show know that's not how I roll, hardly ever. So, but along the side here, you'll see that there's all these different categories, and these are all free. Okay, I've got other synths that I've spent money on that the sounds are, you know, equal or maybe not even as good as this. And every one of these sounds you can edit and change and just do all sorts of stuff to it. So there's all kinds of flexibility. So I'm just going to show some of these other ones, but categorized by, you know, arpeggiators and sequences, pads, leads, bass, pluck, and then there are these just banks of sounds that other people have created. And again, all of these for free. So for example, I'm just going to choose, and I'm playing this with a Bluetooth keyboard, a different one than is playing my sounds. Okay, so that's horrible. That's what I was afraid that was going to happen. Oh wait, I did choose something as a favorite. Let's see what this is. Right? I mean, you could just not have any real musical ability at all. I'll move this. A lot of these sounds could be modulated with this. You see this moving up and down over here to the left. So Sal took action and downloaded it immediately. All right, let's choose another. Dream with Me. Right, so you could literally, if you liked this, see that there's a button here called Hold? You could press that. Come on now. What happened? Why are you not cooperating anymore? And just let go. And just let that play. I don't know what that clicking or whatever. See, but isn't this nice and very relaxing? Kubrick Hall Drone. Now again, I like the crazy crap, you know. Crush the choir. I'm really just playing C chords here, really. And this is just one of the banks. The descenders pad. Let's find out. Yeah, there's ones with the edge I don't like as much, right? They're just not as fun. Now here's another bank called DJ Puzzle. I don't know. Let's just find out. Nah. Cinematic waves. Now I'm getting that distortion. Some of the louder ones. I don't know what that's about. Let's see. Now, what could one called Cat Lady be? That's no fun either. But again, I'm not doing any of that, right? It's just, okay. Stop. No. Holy crap, no. Subtlety. There, that's nice. We'll just end with that one. But I invite you to just explore, because, you know, I knew I'd play some that just were abrasive by accident. But there are so many that are just like this. And you don't have to have an external keyboard. Obviously, you could just, you know, play it with your fingers on the which is what I'm doing now. And see, if you hide the keypad, you can see all this. I mean, you've got all of this to play with. You know, all of the ways to edit it. So again, it's AudioKit Synth One. And as you are winding down tonight, if you've got an iPad, I just invite you to go grab that and start playing with it. Again, you don't have to have any musical ability whatsoever. All I was doing was just basically, I mean, I was playing some very simple chords, but you don't need to. And in fact, the more complex you get, the more kind of muddled it gets. It's just perfect for those sort of just relaxing sort of pads, and you can create sort of your own, you know, your own sort of musical soundscape escape. And I just wanted to share it with you from the moment that I found it. Because I'm a sharer. Sharon. See? See how that works? We got a Sharon, so I'm a sharer. And where's Cher, by the way? We actually have Cher who watches, but another Mystic Grape. Well, look at that. I used up a whole half hour. Getting pretty good. All right. Well, this was fun. I needed this, ladies and gentlemen. Just to check in and say hello. And a couple of new people joined the fray, and that's really awesome. And if you click the notification stuff when I do go live again, and I will get back into it, it's just this Boundless Living Challenge thing is appropriately taking up my time as we get ramped up for the first session. And again, you don't have to be there for the first session. But it sure would be nice if you were. And if you don't know what the Boundless Living Challenge is, by all means, just go check it out, boundlesslivingchallenge.com. There's plenty of information there. Scroll down and look at some of the testimonials, listen to things. This is, you know, it's about your life. It's good stuff, I promise. It's good stuff. It's very unlike what I did here today, but still good stuff. Enjoy the rest of your day.